organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Small Business Saturday was this past weekend, but how much did it really affect Iowa City businesses?
And a few new additions to the IC Pet Mall are making a big name for themselves.
All of that and more coming up.
You're watching Daily Iowan TV. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey Sanger.
And I'm Alana Neal.
Everyone has one thing on their mind, and that is Hawkeye football. We're going to toss it over to Ashlyn in the sports studio to tell us all about the excitement for the upcoming weekend.
Thanks, Kelsey and Alana. This 12-0 perfect season for Iowa football is something Iowa City has never seen. The celebration of Iowa's perfect regular season started with bringing the Heroes Trophy back to Iowa City. Iowa's stellar defensive performance at Nebraska was the key to staying undefeated. Head coach Kirk Ferentz said it himself when he said he has never been a part of a team like this. The celebration continues for fans, but as for the team, their focus is on Indianapolis, where they will face Michigan State Spartans Saturday, December 5th in the championship. I have no doubt that there will be plenty of black and gold in the stands, as 10,000 Big Ten championship tickets have already been sold out to Iowa fans. I'll be back later in the show for more of Iowa's recap on their defensive heavy game in Nebraska.
After complaints from the public, police have released details about the sexual assaults that occurred on Iowa's campus a few weeks ago. Adam Weinstein was arrested this past Wednesday in connection with a series of sexual assaults that caused 3 Hawk alerts. Authorities have released the information about the 3 assaults that Weinstein allegedly committed. The first assault took place at 1:15 a.m. in Boyd Tower at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, where a woman said that Weinstein had kissed and grabbed her. The second assault allegedly took place at 3 a.m. in the Melrose Avenue parking garage, where authorities said Weinstein grabbed a woman's thigh inside the parking toll booth. There were multiple other complaints, all taking place the same morning on the west side of campus, specifically near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics. Weinstein has been charged with third-degree sexual abuse, 4 counts of assault with intent to commit sexual abuse, and 3 counts of third-degree harassment.
This past Friday, a Planned Parenthood in Colorado was the site of a 6-hour standoff between a gunman and the local authorities. The alleged gunman, Robert Louis Deere, was captured by police after he had shot and killed 2 civilians and 1 officer. Authorities are still unsure as to why Deere chose Planned Parenthood as the site for his attack. Deere has said that he is anti-government and anti-abortion, and the authorities think that this could be the motivation to his acts. But this is still unclear. The clinic says that all their employers are accounted for and only a few have sustained injuries. The clinic also said that they did not have any major damage. The investigation is still ongoing.
But people are still cashing in for Small Business Saturday. Let's take a look. Follow me. I've stopped here at Gifts for Body and Soul, a small business that's been in Iowa City for around 12 years. Let's take a look inside. Inside, I found Hannah, an assistant manager of the store, who told me all about her thoughts on Small Business Saturday.
I think it's kind of a nice response to Black Friday, which is very much about, kind of consumerism and just take what you can, and Small Business Saturday is a means of just supporting your small businesses and, finding something that's really going to be special for somebody on the holidays.
And I found that shoppers value that opportunity to find a unique gift.
Small businesses need to be supported because it's hard work to be a small business and to maintain and to be able to live.
But Small Business Saturday in Iowa City wasn't just for the shoppers. It was made for family fun. As I was strolling through downtown Iowa City, I found out there was a special visitor, Santa.
Hey, Megan.
How you doing? Another great feature of Small Business Saturday, free trolley rides led by horses all through downtown Iowa City. I took a ride on the trolley, and I even got to sing a holiday song.
Here you go, Megan. You can ring them.
Reporting in downtown Iowa City, this is Megan Sanchez, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, Kelsey, it was a little chilly this past weekend over Thanksgiving weekend, and I think it's starting to finally cool down now that the holiday is already around the corner.
It sure is. We'll see what this week has in store for us. Let's toss it over to Casey Lindenkrantz in the weather studio. Casey?
Thanks, guys. Today has been somewhat nice with cloudy weather overhead, and with the exception of Monday, it's supposed to get nicer and warmer throughout the week. Monday morning, you can expect a low chance for rain with temps in the low 30s. Moving to the afternoon, temps should rise slightly to the upper 30s, and there will be a high chance for rain. Moving to the evening, temps may drop ever so slightly, but it won't be that noticeable, and there will still be a good chance for rain. Looking to the rest of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday look to provide overcast weather with temps in the upper 30s for highs and lows in the mid to upper 20s. Thursday and Friday, the sun should be out throughout the day with temps in the mid 40s for highs and mid to upper 20s for lows. Finishing out the week, if you're not going to Indianapolis Saturday to watch the Hawkeyes take on the Spartans, you can plan on sunny weather and upper 40s for highs and low 30s for lows. Well, guys, that's all I have in the weather studio. Back to you at the desk.
The city of Iowa City is helping the community become more sustainable, and it's all starting with a few new additions in the downtown area. Daily Iowan TV's Maria Palladino took a look around the Penn Mall to find out more.
In the 9-square block of downtown Iowa City, 4 of these solar-powered trash and recycling compactors replace 10 of these regular garbage cans. They come with the name Big Belly and have 2 separate sides, one for trash and one for recyclables. Its blinking light is run by the sun's energy that powers the battery. Through the software, it updates staff members at the Operations Center of Iowa City on the status of each bin.
So there's just a small line of lights, so staff knows, and we get an email every day saying that the bins are green, completely fine. If they're yellow, half full, or red, they need to be emptied.
Each set costs about $8,000 and can hold up to about 200 pounds. Once each bin is full, the belly's digestion process begins. Right here in the Big Belly are laser detectors. Once the recyclable or trash material reaches a certain height that hits the laser, eventually the trash and recyclables will compact. Promoting sustainability is a main focus of these new compactors, but so is saving a few daily trips for anyone picking up the garbage.
I think it's saving on gas. I think it's saving on human resources to go change them out. It saves on a lot of things, even the garbage bags.
The compactors are a permanent addition to help provide a visibly clean, green, and safe environment in Iowa City. By next summer, the city hopes to install 4 to 6 more bellies in the area. Maria Palladino, Daily Iowan TV.
One UI student has been given an honor that only some of the smartest students in the world receive. Senior Jeffrey Ding has beaten out over 850 applicants and has been selected to be a Rhodes Scholar. Ding is one of 90 scholars worldwide, and he will be receiving $50,000 annually and will have the opportunity to attend Oxford University in England. Ding is a member of the honors program, studying economics, political science, as well as Asian languages and literature, as well as international business. He will be graduating this upcoming May, and only 19 UI students have received this honor since 1905.
As the Hawks continue to have a winning season, businesses downtown are seeing a huge spike in profit. Many employers have noticed an increase in customers coming to watch the games and celebrating an Iowa win at their businesses.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Just especially these last couple games when we've been, 10-0 going for 11-0 and 11-0 going for 12-0. That the record, I think, has kept a lot of Hawks around or brought them home early so that they can catch those games, which especially for, food businesses downtown is really good, just because we got a lot of people ordering during those games.
Downtown businesses will definitely be gearing up for the large amount of people coming to watch the Big Ten championships in Indianapolis.
Well, the Hawkeyes are still going strong, 12-0.
Yes, they are, and a lot of our other sports teams are doing just as good. Let's toss it over to Ashlyn in the sports studio to see how we're doing. Ashlyn?
As Thanksgiving break came to a close, there was one point where Iowa was the only school in the country that was undefeated in women's basketball, men's basketball, wrestling, and football. The streak ended for some, but as for Iowa football, they stayed the perfect 12-0. Iowa football entered the tundra of Memorial Stadium with 2 things on the line: winning the West Division outright and going 12-0 for the first time in school history. Our football crew was at Nebraska Friday night. Take it away, ladies.
Thanks, Ashlyn. Taylor Brooks standing alongside Katie Reber. And Katie,
On Friday night, it was the tale of two halves for Iowa.
Yes, it definitely was. It was a slow first half for both teams. Second half looks like they could get it really started.
Exactly. Something about that halftime talk definitely got Iowa on the board.
Let's turn it over to the first quarter.
Besides quarterback Tommy Armstrong's first of 4 interceptions, the first quarter was not exciting for either team. Cole Fisher began Iowa's defensive momentum with an interception with just 7 minutes remaining of the first quarter. The second quarter proved to be more exciting for both teams. The Hawks' first touchdown was a product of their tight ends. First, a 19-yard pass from quarterback C.J. Beathard to Krieger Kobel, followed by a 10-yard completion to George Kittle for the Iowa touchdown. The Hawkeyes defense was able to hold Nebraska on the following drive, but the Huskers took advantage of Desmond King's fumble of Nebraska's punt return and tied the score after a 4-yard rushing touchdown by Amani Cross, an extra point courtesy of Drew Brown. Iowa's next drive was quiet, but the Hawks made some noise as Parker Hesse intercepted Tommy Armstrong for a pick six, an extra point by Marshall Kane. Nebraska closed out the first half with a field goal by Drew Brown. Hawks led 14-10 at half. The third quarter belonged to the Hawkeyes as they outscored the Huskers 14-7, beginning with a 29-yard rushing touchdown from running back Jordan Canzeri to put the Hawks up 21-10. The Huskers answered with a 4-yard rushing touchdown by Amani Cross to bring Nebraska back into the game 21-17. It was Iowa's turn to score, and they did with another clutch play from Jordan Canzeri. His 68-yard rushing touchdown pushed the Hawks ahead 28-17. Iowa's momentum continued as Greg Maben intercepted Tommy Armstrong for a third time, but the Hawks weren't able to capitalize as the third quarter ended 28-17 Hawks. Iowa's defense was the story of the fourth quarter while their offense was silent. For the fourth time, Tommy Armstrong was intercepted, this time courtesy of Iowa's Josie Jewell. The Hawks offense wasn't able to score, but Iowa's defense held Nebraska to just a field goal by Drew Brown with 1 minute and 21 seconds left. Iowa welcomed their 12th win of the season, 28-20.
Obviously, as we could tell, it was the defense that was picking up what the offense couldn't do.
Yes, and it wasn't just 1, 2, or 3 players. It was the entire defensive squad that put it together.
Exactly, and it was those 4 picks that you could probably contribute to this win. In the past few weeks, Iowa's offense has been doing this well.
We've been moving it. We've been doing a good job on third down, all that stuff.
But inside Memorial Stadium, it was a different story.
Today it was tough. It was really tough. Their defense played exceptionally well.
As the offense struggled, the defense took over.
True teamwork to me is when, one group's having a little trouble, then the other group picks it up.
The defensive pressure to Nebraska's offense forced 4 interceptions off the hands of Tommy Armstrong Jr., and 1 turned into 7 points for Iowa.
We were in a really good call, thanks to the coaching staff, and then kind of right place at the right time. Just being lucky, being in that spot, when they were in that play. And just trying to make the most of it. That's what we focus on defense, being opportunistic. When we get a chance, we got to take advantage of it.
I mean, especially the first one of my career. It was awesome. Especially I felt like I let one go last week at Purdue. Really just went right through my hands. So I wasn't dropping that one, that's for sure.
People are used to seeing the picks coming from Desmond King, but his excitement for his teammates showed.
We always want to celebrate each other's success, and that's one thing we always, if we get a lineman to score a touchdown, it's big, and he has an interception as well, so it's amazing that any player can do anything.
The phrase teamwork continues to show for this Iowa team, week in and week out.
I believe this team is capable for anything, and that's one thing that we do. We bounce back and fight back from anything, and it's a very resilient team, and I believe that this team can go. It's our destiny. It's a matter of how we want to control it.
History was made here inside Memorial Stadium on Friday night for the Iowa Hawkeyes as they went 12-0 for the first time in school history.
Absolutely incredible for this program, especially head coach Kirk Ferentz. But the page turns quickly as they will head to Indianapolis next Saturday for the Big Ten Championship. For Katie Reber, I'm Taylor Brooks reporting inside Memorial Stadium. Ashlyn, back to you.
The Spartans will head to Indy to face Iowa. We will continue with football talk on Monday's show when we break down how the offense had a slow start, but an explosive player helped put some momentum on their side. As Iowa football is guaranteed 2 more games, Iowa volleyball closed out their season Saturday at Michigan State with a loss. But with a broken record, Michaela Gunnarsson broke Iowa's career attack percentage record. The senior stands at .294 on the year with 339 kills, 810 attempts, and 101 errors. The previous record was held by Alessandra Dietz. We continue with the coverage from over the weekend on Monday's edition with a recap on the in-state rivalry match between Iowa and Iowa State. Kelsey and Alana, back to you.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, from all the latest news between now and Sunday. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Kelsey Sanger.
And I'm Alana Neal. Have a good night.